I am Constance of Castile, Queen of France, and wife to King Louis VII. My tale begins in the year of our Lord 1137, when the currents of destiny swept me from my native Castile to the majestic Kingdom of France. Born to King Alfonso VII of Leon and Castile, my youth was steeped in the traditions of our noble lineage, a world of chivalry, devotion, and duty. Little did I know that my path would intertwine with one of the most powerful monarchs in Christendom. The union with Louis VII was not born of romance but of political necessity. My marriage, solemnized in 1154, was intended to strengthen alliances between Castile and France. I was but a young girl, thrust into the intricate web of French court politics. I found myself navigating a world vastly different from my homeland, where the languages spoken, the customs practiced, and even the subtleties of courtly behavior were foreign to me. As queen, I endeavored to fulfill my duties with grace and dignity. The French court, centered in Paris, was a bustling hive of activity, with noble lords and ladies vying for influence and favor. Louis, though a devout and pious man, bore the weight of his kingdom heavily, his demeanor often burdened by the cares of state. Our relationship was cordial, though distant, as he was a man still marked by the specter of his first marriage to Eleanor of Aquitaine, whose spirit seemed to linger in the halls of the palace. The greatest challenge of my queenship lay in my role as a mother and the bearer of the royal lineage. In 1158, I gave birth to Marguerite, a daughter whose arrival brought joy and momentary respite from the political pressures surrounding us. My second daughter, Alys, was born in 1160. Despite the pride I felt as their mother, my inability to provide a male heir cast a shadow over my position. In those times, a queen's worth was often measured by her ability to secure the line of succession, and my failure in this regard brought whispers of dissatisfaction at court. Beyond the personal trials, the political landscape of France during my tenure was tumultuous. Louis sought to maintain peace within his vast territories while navigating the fractious relationships with England and the papacy. As his queen, I bore witness to these efforts, offering counsel when sought and striving to maintain harmony within the royal household. My years in France were marked by a sense of duality. The splendor of royal life contrasted starkly with the isolation of my position. Though I lived surrounded by courtiers, I often longed for the warmth of Castile, for the familiar sights and sounds of my childhood. My health, always delicate, began to wane under the strain of my responsibilities. In 1160, I passed from this world, leaving behind a legacy both intertwined with and overshadowed by the reign of Louis VII. My daughters would go on to play significant roles in the royal families of Europe, serving as living ties between France and its neighbors. Looking back upon my life, I see a tapestry woven with threads of duty, sacrifice, and perseverance. Though my time as Queen of France was brief, it was not without its significance. I am Constance of Castile, a woman whose story, though often eclipsed by those of her contemporaries, remains a testament to the enduring strength and resilience required of those who wear the crown.